I am so excited to share today's Skidaway U video with you. You'll have an opportunity to learn about FOCI, Friends of Christ in India. This is a wonderful ministry that supports the people in India in such a variety of very practical and hands-on ways. FOCI was started in the 1980s. And we as a church became connected with FOCI through Dr. George Longstreth, who took many medical mission trips to India. He introduced our pastor at the time, Jim Giddens, to the ministry and mission of FOCI. In fact, Jim traveled to India to see the ministry firsthand and to build relationships. Our church was instrumental in starting a couple of rural churches in India. In fact, one of them is referred to as Skidaway East. Every year, part of our church's mission budget goes to support the ministry of FOCI. In fact, on the video you're about to watch, you'll hear about one of the branches of FOCI's ministry, which is the Faith Home for the Aged. And that's where our church's funding goes to support directly. I love that we can share in ministry with brothers and sisters in Christ throughout the world. We truly are a global church, and I am so glad that Skidaway Island United Methodist Church can feel connected to the ministry and mission of FOCI. I hope you'll enjoy learning about what our friends in Christ in India are doing today.
Whole world. In His hands He's got the whole wide world. In His hands He's got the whole world. In His hands He's got the whole world. In His hands He's got the you and me, sister. In His hands He's got the you and me.
The whole world is in God's hands. We are connected one to another, life to life, heart to heart, country to country. Friends of Christ in India honors our connection as one human family by bringing people together from one side of the world to the other in a partnership of compassion. Through FOCI's gifts of love and resources, children in need are welcomed and cherished. The elderly are cared for. Women are taught the skills to make their own way in this world. And the hungry are fed. FOCI began in 1983 when David Rowe arrived in India to establish the first Asian chapter of Habitat for Humanity. In Azariah Korabandi, David discovered the perfect leader for Habitat's work, a man whose love for the poor was already legendary. Inspired by the work of Azariah's small charity, the Christian Service Unit, David felt called to create Friends of Christ in India to support the work of CSU among the poor. Decades later, Azariah's legacy of compassion is alive in those who now lead CSU. Through the work of John Franklin and T.L. Reddy, FOCI's partnership with CSU continues, and each day thousands of lives are touched by love. Here are just some of those stories. In the city of Hyderabad, corporate headquarters and high-rise condos are only yards away from scenes of deepest poverty. FOCI is at work in these slums to give children the tools they need to leave poverty behind. In a remarkable partnership, FOCI has been welcomed into 5 struggling public schools to provide desperately needed support to students and staff. With a special emphasis on the needs of girl students, FOCI provides everything from computer teachers and tutors to basic hygiene needs that allow girls to stay in school. At the Lotus Learning Center in the Kukatpally area of Hyderabad, children whose parents are out working until long after dark receive 4 hours of after-school care, homework help, and plenty of time just to be kids.
50 children every day They come here, they study, and we provide nutritious meals and quality education.
Far from Hyderabad, in the town of Khammam, a school originally built for the children of those early habitat homes now serves 300 poor children. At the Shanti, or Peace School, children are given the same rigorous curriculum as their wealthier counterparts, with classes in English, intensive math, and science, and they are thriving.
M1x2 plus M2x1, M1x2, M1y2 plus M2y1 by M1.
Far from the big cities, in the village of Galapudi, the Redeemer Center hostels for boys and girls offer a chance for home and true childhood to kids whose parents are unable to care for them.
Yeah, this is our home for the girls. These are the children, orphaned and single women, single parent children. They will be here. They will be here from 5 years to 18 years old. They are all doing good in their studies.
Just yards away from the children's hostels is the Faith Home for the Aged, purposely built near the children so that young and old could delight in each other's company. At Faith Home, the orphaned elderly, those without families to care for and love them, find a new home and new hope. Just a few towns away is another place that offers care to the abandoned rural elderly, the Divya Daya Center, founded in 1999 by a determined and compassionate nun, Sister Chinnamma. Sister Chinnamma is certainly not the only woman of determination that Foci supports. Our centers for women in Hyderabad and Khammam teach women tailoring skills, giving them the tools they need for self-sufficiency. At these centers, women have found not only the training that they sought, but the company of other women for support, advice, and encouragement. Life-changing is not too strong a word for what goes on here.
Thank you so much. It's a great miracle for us.
For every story you've seen here, there are 100 more to tell. Every gift that Foci receives multiplies in the giving, blessing and healing so many lives. For every kindness that Foci has received, we are grateful. For all that is still to be done, we are hopeful. For the privilege of serving, we give thanks to God, who truly has the whole world in his hands.